Hey everybody, welcome to TACT Lab. This week's just a little bit different. We're kind of having a spring break, but we still wanted to give you a little bit of content. So here's a shorter episode. Hope you enjoy it. Greenwich mean time.
That's the path for righteousness right there.
Uh-oh.
Dude, it's just rank.
There we go.
Hand signals.
January 6th.
These are way worse.
Look, this is just straight up rank.
The dude's doing a handstand on an aircraft carrier.
This is not even a full picture of the guy.
That guy got fucked.
It's a black guy, of course.
Look, this just says hand signals.
What is military police?
Oh, I got the same Washington.
I have the best one right now.
Who?
Saddam Hussein.
Oh, man.
Well,
burn
you
everything
should definitely
else.
frame that.
To be fair, I just got Jordan.
Oh, I got Israel.
Jordan.
Okay, check this one out. This is a terrible
Alfred
way
Gray.
of describing this word.
Journal. It's just a newsprint.
It's just newspapers being produced, and it says journalism.
I'm gonna frame this and send it to Beckett and get
That's
it
a
graded.
good one, dude. I just got a Scud missile from Iraq. Do you want to put it with it?
You go to Luxembourg.
Do you want this Iraqi
Luxembourg.
Scud missile to go with it?
Sure.
Yo, this guy,
Do you want Israel?
Who was that, Tyler?
this guy has a brain aneurysm and lived through it. Look at his eyeballs.
He's one of the guys that touched the globe with Trump, ain't he?
Maybe.
Is that-
They all
is that
look alike.
racist? You can't say that.
One of the Saudis.
You want to Israel go up your Jordan, Chris?
Sure, we'll trade.
We'll pass this over to Chris.
I got a
What
bunch of
is
guys
this dumb shit?
I have Pakistan if anybody has India.
I have latitude and longitude.
Who's Hafez al-Hazad?
I don't know. Send this to them.
Oh, this one.
Great.
Oh,
I got it.
Christianity.
boys.
Nice.
This is just a
Nice.
church in Alabama.
There you go.
I've got the greatest.
Sexy.
I've got the greatest comedy card.
U.S. Navy
What do
SEAL.
you got? Infantryman. It's just dudes getting training.
U.S. Navy SEAL.
That's what they're known for, just being in their fucking
They're,
tiny
they're
shorts.
shorts.
Oh, dude, I got Honduras.
What'd you get?
Honduras.
Okay.
Dude, Honduras is in.
What the hell?
What do you guys think of this one?
Soviet
All right?
Union.
I'm going to let everyone see it without actually knowing what
China.
it is. And don't say what it is.
What?
I love that card.
Looks like a penis.
Honestly, you're gonna need a lot of my. You're gonna need a lot of my card to pull it off.
Military, what? Military skill.
No, just it's called discipline.
Put that one there with mine.
These are like modifiers.
I don't think China made these cards.
Is this seriously what you're gonna? This is a
It's
joke.
just the
You
Great
got
Wall.
shot at. It's the wall.
This is a joke. This is
All
the
of these are
United.
jokes.
This is the United States Coast Guard card.
Is that real?
What?
They have more. They have more. than this.
They have actual boats. Like
This is a
No,
joke.
no, no.
show the rescue the copter with the guys rescue.
Dude, in the 90s, the Coast Guard sucked.
This is a joke.
These are so bad.
These had to have come from China.
And I got a sick little side shot of this Alfarrar guy.
These are so
black and
bad.
white?
These
How?
are so bad.
How are these the pro set?
Collect, report, information.
Did we get any of the 10 educational collector cards?
There's collector
Yeah,
cards
there are
in there.
chase cards in this bad boy.
Oh, military assets.
U.S. Marine. He's just jumping a fence.
I'm glad they don't. I'm surprised they didn't have crayons on that.
So these.
I almost thought this was the World Trade Center, but it's the United Nations. Dude, we might have a World Trade Center one in here.
I think the reserves
and
are
it's going to
Nazis.
be a secondary America card.
Yes.
Look at the reserves. They're just waving.
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't.
Oh
got
hell yeah. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer.
What does that say?
That's the Pentagon.
Oh, let's
Got
see.
91 Colin Powell.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is the worst pictures of these
These are
things
bad.
that they're trying to describe.
These are bad.
What? What?
What is that?
No.
What is that?
Is that a Canada card?
Canadian national anthem.
Totem pole.
It's a totem. That's not racist at all.
It seriously says Canadian national anthem.
We do not like
Was it a totem? Hold on, hold it up. Hold it up for the camera.
they straight up fucked over the Indians worse than we did.
I think Canada made
was
these
Japan-
cards, not China.
Was Japan in Desert Storm?
I don't think so.
Look at this underexposed card.
These are bad. These are so bad. Now I know why you got 2 boxes for $8. These are so. And this is the pro set. Nobody wanted
Look at
this.
the Navy. It's just a shitty picture of a boat.
That's
What?
That's what it looked like on D-Day when they went to the fucking Omaha.
I didn't think that the National Guard was around during D-Day. I thought
don't
that
think
was the
so.
reserves and
The sailboat.
the draft.
I don't think they would send the National Guard to the front lines, would they?
Yeah.
They would?
Dude, there's
Iraq.
National Guard.
Oh, wow.
There's National Guard Special Forces units in North Carolina.
But they get shit on when they go over there, though,
well,
by the actual army, right? They
not
get belittled,
not the SF unit.
but like
they're-
the regular guy who's like a
They all have the National Guard has a bad connotation all around. Yeah. But
which ain't fair to them. It's like they can't. It's not their fault. Like, it's not
So-
anything wrong with it.
I will say the 2 helicopter units that are in North Carolina, they
Yeah.
are so let's say there's a top 10 list of aviation units in the United States military's arsenal.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
there's a top 10 list of the best to the worst. There's more than 10, but there's a top
Yeah.
10. The Salisbury unit is like third out
Oh,
of
really?
out of all active duty units and National Guard units. They're
Mm-hmm.
third when it comes to being ready,
Yeah,
doing their maintenance,
another shit.
crashing, training, all that stuff puts you with a record, and so they're third. And so like there's active duty units that'll call them and ask for like parts or ask for recommendations or ask for help, and they'll step up and help like active duty guys. So
Nice, yeah.
it was really cool working in that unit. I enjoyed that, and their reputation is really good. And
Yeah,
that was cool.
cool.
That was the opposite of like
you wouldn't think that.
getting shit on in the National Guard was the total fucking opposite. So
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
And what were you, Tyler?
I was a helicopter mechanic.
Yeah, so like these are like all the ones that people get shit on for being.
Yeah.
Like, but you don't hear Tyler out here like.
Gloating, like
Trying to
someone
stolen
else we
valor
know.
or some
Yeah.
shit.
Someone else we know who went to Guatemala and was a fucking
Oh, a CB that actually
CB.
never saw action. He
Yeah.
just blew all his fucking money.
Yeah,
Yeah, at least
about that
Tyler
guy.
was like
people that walk around their
fucking
BDs like they're
useful,
fucking
fixing
badasses.
helicopters and shit.
I had a great military career.
Yeah.
8 years.
I mean, you fixed fucking helicopters. I call that pretty useful.
I was in the National Guard, so with a grain of salt, you pretend to be military one weekend a month, and then 2 weeks in the summertime. But what I did was I worked full time in Salisbury with Black Hawk helicopters, and I went there every day. I wore the uniform, so it was like being in the active duty military.
Yeah.
Even though it was a federal job and I was in the Guard, but because I had an aviation job, an MOS, that's what they trained me to be. I could, even though I was trained to work on Apaches, I was a 15 Romeo. So they have 15 Tangos, which is a Black Hawk helicopter, and 15 Zulus, which is a little Kiowa helicopter. If you had a 15 series job, you could work in Salisbury. You had to have a 15 series job. You had to have a background in aviation. So because of that, I was able to get a job there. I got to fly on helicopters all the time. I went to numerous disaster relief things. That unit gets to go and pick up hitchhikers that fall down in the Linville Gorge.
Oh.
They fight forest
God
fires. Oh, dude, there's some really cool pictures of like a pilot and one of the rescuers that are like on the mountain.
Yeah.
He's like recording this fucking humongous Black Hawk helicopter that the blades are like inches away from a rock face, and they're letting down a firefighter to go down and pick up a guy that fell down in the gorge. And they go out like once a month to do that. And it's super, super, super dangerous to be flying that close to a rock face at nighttime with night vision goggles, and your crew chief guys hanging out the side, like trying to see the rock face, and like you're 10 feet away. You're
close.
5 feet away.
The helicopter can sway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so like you have crew chiefs on both sides of the helicopter telling you,
Don't fuck up. We're gonna die.
it's your side eyes. The
Yeah.
pilot's up front flying forward, and he can look left and right, and there's two pilots. So
But
one,
he can't see.
yeah. So there's
Yeah.
guys hanging out,
It's like the
telling him.
blind spots.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
one of the guys, you have another crew chief that like works the tether, and they let down a firefighter, and they're with Charlotte Fire Department. They team up to like
Yeah.
our military guys don't go down on these lines. But I
Oh,
got
you're saying they don't train military guys to be firefighters?
Would it be easier to
They
be a firefighter? Would it be easier to be a firefighter as a military guy?
You're telling me they
yeah.
got these military guys that are highly trained and they still get regular firefighters?
You know, the funnest thing I did in Salisbury was bush hog. Like every week we had to maintain the facility, and I got to hop on a tractor and go and bush hog these fields. And dude, there's nothing else in the world that, for me, it sticks out to me vividly. Numerous times I'd be out bush hogging a field, and you fucking get the helicopter. They're fucking with you.
Yeah.
And they will just buzz you, and it is the coolest thing that sticks out in my head. Like, it's the coolest thing I've ever experienced. This like the rules were kind of relaxed.
Kind of like in Pearl Harbor when that retarded kid's like, yeah, and the airplanes buzz by him.
Yeah, it was.
Ben Affleck? Was that Ben Affleck going, yeah? Was that Cuba?
One of them.
Yeah, I definitely I enjoyed my time in the Guard. I definitely experienced a lot of things that a lot of Guard guys don't get to experience. So
That's cool for real, though.
Yeah, it
That
was
is cool.
It was a highlight of my life. I hated leaving Salisbury. I hated the Guard. I hated the North Carolina National Guard, but I loved working in Salisbury. It was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. When I was at SHR, we did a field trip, and I took a bunch of them over there, and I almost got it to where they were going to fly helicopters and landed in the SHR parking lot, but because of like the budget restrictions at the time, we couldn't quite land that deal. But I can take people over there. The whole COVID thing kind of locks things down, kind of weird, but
It's starting to lift up.
the sergeant major of the North Carolina National Guard, the tippity top NCO. So you have officers and you have NCOs. We're friends, and like I worked under him in Salisbury, and he called me the other day, and I went out and like put drainage in his yard, and he comes home in a uniform and everything, and he's like as high up as an NCO as you can get in North Carolina. So it's super cool to have these people that
Now, you know some people. You could run for mayor.
That's true.
probably this will keep me from it, but
We'll just go back and erase it all. It's all right.
this could keep me from it. Yeah, I've got.
I have it all backed up just in case.
Every time I talk to these guys, they're like, "Do you want to come back in?" I was a great soldier. I was really proud of just being a great soldier, and they liked me as a soldier too. Like a lot of guys don't have that luxury of their subordinates being like, "Hey, you
Come
were
on
great. Come back. We need it. We need the help. We can't." Their biggest complaint is they can't. The new people that get in the military they're not shit. Yeah.
So it'd be National Guard, right?
That would be the National Guard. Yeah.
Do you get any kind of? Could you get a retirement off that?
Yeah, the National Guard you can retire from, but it's not as good. So if you did that federal job I was talking about,
Yeah.
full benefits after 20 years. It's just like being in the active duty military. So it's really, really sweet. The Guard side takes 30 years. So I mean, think about it. You're only doing it 2 days a month. That's you're accruing at retirement points. So it's not that great.
Yeah. I
But
know a
something.
Marine who went 20, took his full retirement. Now he just sells cars on the side.
Was he in the active duty Marine Corps?
Yeah, like he was.
That would suck.
He was a gunnery sergeant.
I think doing 20 years in the Marines would suck big time.
That would probably be pretty difficult.
Yeah,
To-
yeah.
to-
I think it lasts 4 years probably ain't too bad.
Probably not.
It's
No,
the first
but
16 that's a problem.
Like he had a squad in Iraq. I don't know what the hell he did. I don't ask.
He probably did a couple of things.
So you can find this other story too about this guy that fell down a mountain by accident. So it was a sniper team, and Jim was on it, and they were climbing. They were in Afghanistan. So there's a lot of mountains in Afghanistan. They were climbing up the mountain, and this guy slips. He like tripped and fell all the way fucking down the mountain and died. It was a total accident. And this guy was a badass. Like a badass.
It's usually stuff like that fucks over people that are super.
Achilles.
Yeah. It's like, this. What?
Oh God.
Repairing your file.
Yeah.
I saw that thing twitching out a while ago too. It's like a glitch effect on the screen.
But yeah, it's usually the dumb shit that kills people. It's
Yeah.
like you'll be the most healthiest person ever, and then like you'll get hit by a car crossing the street.
Or like Chris Kyle, you make it home and then some dude kills you.
Yeah, no
You lie
kidding.
about your whole career.
All the batteries dead.
Yeah, no kidding. Chris Kyle was like helping that guy out, and that guy went psycho and shot him on the gun range. Yeah, for
Like
sure.
Dimebag, same thing.
Yeah, how did Dimebag die?
Guy got on stage and
Let me
shot
get
him.
another battery.
Do they have video of it?
I'm sure there's video around. Yeah, like the guy, he just started playing the first song, and the guy got on stage, and like normally, like Dimebag's used to people come up to him on stage. The guy just walked up to him and was like,
Fuck you.
Was it a shotgun or was it a pistol?
I think it was a pistol.
Okay,
Because he was mad because he wasn't playing the Pantera, and just shot him because he was in another band.
God, he was in another band. This guy.
But it was like the same people, like pretty much. They just started a new band, a side project, and he just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
He just fucking capped him.
Only a few people actually know the truth, and I feel like they know within their little group. Like
It was
most
done on
of,
purpose.
There's a conspiracy on that.
Is it really?
I think what happened was it was accidental, but there's obviously a
Was it
conspiracy.
covered up as an accident?
Then it was covered up as well. It was totally covered up as like
Was he like getting like too much attention because he was a football player?
He had some opinions that weren't.
why are we here?
Oh,
He
gotcha.
spoke out.
Yeah.
And he was
Gotcha.
an atheist.
And the thing is there was a couple guys that just wanted to shut him up, and they got in a
Caused too much
firefight,
issues.
and they found the time to do something about it. But what I think really happened is I think they got in a firefight, and he accidentally got killed. I heard that there were two different There were like, let's say there's
Two
an
different
American.
groups
Yeah,
that
yeah.
hate each other.
No, what I heard happen was there was an opposing force here of Americans, and there was opposing force here of Americans, and they accidentally started shooting at each other.
Thinking they were.
Yeah, I'd heard that's what happened, and they shot the fuck out of each other. And Pat
Yeah.
Tillman was the one that got shot. That's what
Okay.
I've.
It was a.
Can you, Tyler? Can you clap one more time? I had to change the battery. This one,
Is it
Yeah.
dead?
it died. Well, it's not charging faster. I hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you everybody that listened. Make sure you comment, leave a like, subscribe, share. We're on YouTube. Remember all that stuff. And if you're currently serving or know anyone that's serving, just thank you. We really appreciate it. And yep, we'll be back next week.